I don't tell am say make you no worry, if na cow I get am big big.
I have business.
Advertised than with VOP 96.1 FM. Our rates are friendly and our reach extensive. Go ahead, take that bold step and advertise that business today. Give us a call on 080-5761-9720. That is 080-5761-9720. Visit us at our office at number 4 Ogbomosho Street, Romeo's Pizza Building, Area 8, Gariki. Or send us an email on abuja@voiceofthepeople.ng.
Welcome back and thanks for joining. In case you just listening for the first time, this is Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja, and you're listening to Business Around Town, a program that is created carefully to give you the best of information you need, especially in this economic quagmire, to have more money in your bank account, more money to spend, and how to even utilize the one you already have. Talking about minimizing cost and maximizing profit. We're done with the first segment. That is, if you just joined us. Well, for those of you who we've been together with, thank you for staying by. We will now go to the second segment where we have a very important topic to look at today, and it's going to be interactive. Quite an interactive session is what I expect. I will open the phone lines so that we will get to interact with you when we start. Looking at our focus for today is going to be on accountability. Accountability. It is possible to build a successful business from the ground up without accountability. Is it? But in all fairness, you probably can, but you should probably take into consideration that without accountability, your journey to success will be more complicated than it needs to be, and not to mention lonely. So why do you do that to yourself? What is accountability anyway? You start asking yourself this question. Accountability is one of the most important tools an entrepreneur can have in their toolkit, as it allows you to stay on top of your goals and ensure that you get them done in the time needed. Accountability turns wishes into goals, goals into plans, and plans into action. Now, how, if you start, you may be wondering, now how exactly does it do that? Think about when you create your New Year's resolution. You hardly stick to them because there is usually no one reminding you about what you said was important. No one challenges you when you make excuses, and there is no one around to share the mixed up messages in your head and help you make sense of it, so you can stay on your task. So So this morning, I'm just coming here to give you the best you need to know so that your business can improve. If you already have an idea, you are 10% likely to achieve a goal in your life. Now we're talking about business. If you have an idea, you are 10% likely to achieve a goal. Then if you decide you will make your idea into a reality, you are 25% likely to achieve a goal. And then if you decide a specific completion date, that is, you've set up a target for yourself, a timeline for that, you are 40% likely to achieve a goal. Then if you commit to someone that you will complete your goal, you are 65% likely to achieve a goal. You know, you can never achieve anything on your own alone. You must collaborate with other persons. You may have to do 1 or 2 businesses with other persons before you succeed, because I'm not sure you're going to start your incubation from the idea, the conceptualization, and up to when you get to maturity without you interacting with 1 or 2 or more persons. That is not possible. So if you commit to someone that you will complete your goal, you are 65% likely to achieve a goal. Then if you have a specific accountability appointment with someone you have committed to, you are 95% likely to achieve a goal. Which means this result shows that accountability not only improves performance, but it also increases the likelihood of you meeting your desired goals. This is because accountability drives results. It leads to improved efficiency and accuracy of work. A more positive response to role responsibilities, better problem-solving abilities, decision-making, and increased team spirit and satisfaction. What I mean here is you may currently have a set of tasks that are non-negotiable. Either you do them or you don't have a business anymore. For example, you are accountable for hiring and managing your employees, building and maintaining a relationship with your customers and clients, managing your cash flow, ensuring your taxes get filed each year, and so on. The question you should ask yourself is, who is actually holding you accountable for your growth and success? And another very important thing is that, what does accountability for business owners mean? In a nutshell, accountability in business centers on honoring a commitment that is made to yourself or you made to others, delivering on that promise, and ensuring what you said you will do gets done. Because responsibility refers to tasks, whereas accountability relates to people. How does accountability in business help? You may be asking yourself this question, or you may be wondering, where is this man headed? By establishing accountability in your business, it can help in so many levels. It can help you set expectations and also manage it. It can help invite commitment. It helps you to gauge and measure your progress. It also helps in forming a feedback, a kind of feedback mechanism. And you can also link to consequences of your actions and inaction as well. We always should not forget, when we talk about actions, we should also not forget the other side of it, which is inaction. There are decisions, there are times that you are supposed to take action and you fail to do. You have to live with the consequences. And you should also know that taking a step or making a decision is an action, or taking an action is a decision. Not taking an action is also another decision on its own. And another thing that it helps you do is it helps you evaluate effectiveness. These are some of the importance of accountability in business. Let's take them one by one and digest them for the purpose of this program. First, we said it helps you set expectations, because accountability is not possible if any of your team are unsure of your business greater vision and core values. Therefore, it is imperative that you set expectations with all your employees first to know what they are being held accountable for. You can do this by ensuring you know your core values and communicating these. Provide them with a time management structure like the way you do in business to help them manage multiple tasks at once. Set and assign clear targets to all your employees along with time frames for completing these tasks. Ensure each person's role and responsibility are defined and that everyone knows each other's remit. The clearer your expectations are from the get-go, the easier it is to hold people accountable for specific tasks. You can see one of the power that has to do with accountability when you come to setting expectation. And we should not be holding our employees accountable for goals not clearly set to them. Explain it in clear terms from the get-go. They should know what they are after. They should know what you want to achieve. And another thing is that we talk about it invites commitment. Commitment from your employees is vital. When working towards the goals of your business and meeting expectations, ensure everyone is committed to doing their part and understand how this contributes to the bigger picture. Depending on the size of your business, you may do this via one-to-ones with your employees or discuss this with your leadership team, that is talking about your line managers now, and have them conduct these meetings so that you put these expectations in writing too, so they can be referred back to in the future. It is not okay, it is not enough. It is okay but not enough if you tell them during the meetings, but you don't have them in written. Let me just use this as an example. Here, for instance, at Voice of the People, every staff already have the roles and responsibility. You already have it as a soft copy. And whenever we come for review meeting, we have to revisit those points, those commitments. You as an OAP, these are your responsibilities. Not because we don't know, but we have to be reminded of it constantly. And that is a model that is actually working for businesses. You can as well do that. Commitment helps grow accountability. When others are aware of the commitment made, this further motivates your team to complete their responsibilities on time and to the best of their ability. Have you ever seen this kind of situation, or you find yourself in this kind of situation, or your employee find themselves in this kind of situation whereby the job is being assigned to you as a person now? You are just eager to do this task. Not because you feel that what you do is going to add value to the organization when put together, when aggregated with other person's responsibility. You're just doing it because, let me just do this thing now, let me just do this thing and go. It is not okay for you to just do and go. You should understand that which you are doing, how valuable it is to the organization. If you understand the value of it, you will be more dedicated, you will be more diligent to do it the best possible way. And if you do it the best possible way, it's going to reflect on the organization output. Don't forget that an organization is as good and as strong as the individual member of that organization. It is just like your business. Your business is as good and as strong as the strength of your employees. If you hire the right team with the good strength individually, put their responsibilities together, put their effort together collectively, is what is going to project your organization to greater heights. Because that is the picture that your client will be seeing. That is what you're going to be dishing out to your client. So it is very essential that we know that. And the next thing that we talk about is accountability helps you to measure progress. Progress and goals can only be measured when they are quantified and regularly tracked. Business owners, we kind of recommend business owners to implement a key performance indicator system, that is KPIs. The idea is that you identify 5 to 10 key numbers that indicate the performance of your business and systematically measure and report these on a daily or weekly basis. All your team should know which numbers are being tracked and used to measure their performance. Each person should have a number they are working towards. Compare this result with the goals and expectations you have set for your team and for yourself, or if it is an individual business, that is yourself, you alone. This will show you where improvements need to be made and where your employees are excelling themselves. At this juncture, I'm going to open the phone lines because we don't have much time. We have less than 10 minutes to wrap up for today. Let me use this opportunity to open the phone line so that you can also call and be part of the conversation this morning. Whatever it is that you want to share with us, you're welcome. If you want to do business with us, you're welcome, because we are open to business, advert placement, and also sponsorship. If you want to advertise your business on Business Around Town, why not? We do that for you. We give you a veritable platform to do that at affordable rate for that matter. Our phone number, that is our studio line, is 0700 010 961 961. Was I fast? Let me take it slowly this time around so that you can get it. 0700 010 961 961. That is the number to call, and our office is situated at number 4 Ogbomosho Street, area 8, Garki, Abuja. Number 4 Ogbomosho Street, area 8, Garki, Abuja. We share same building as Romeo's Pizza. So if you see Romeo's Pizza, we are upstairs. That is Voice of the People 96.1 FM for you. And we also have a very huge presence on social media. If you go to Instagram, go to Twitter, and also Thread, we are there at VOP 961. At VOP 961, and we are live on YouTube as well. What we're doing right now, if you go to YouTube, you can see my face now in the studio talking about these ideas, talking about accountability in business at Voice of the People Abuja. On YouTube, just search Voice of the People Abuja. You will see us live there. A lot of our programs are there for you to revisit and check if at all there are things you missed out. Probably you were busy, or you just listened to us passively and you now have time to concentrate and listen to what we have done. You can do that by checking us on our YouTube page, Voice of the People Abuja. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate that if you do for us. We have a caller on the line. Let's see who we have.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir. Miss Prince, good morning. How are you today?
I did fine. And I only you there for studio.
Yes. And now only me the studio. Guess you know day today. Guess you get other assignment to take care of.
Okay, happy day, sir.
Fine, thank you.
Okay. I want to ask.
Yeah. Go ahead. Hello? Hello, Mr. Prince. Can you hear me? Are you still there? All right. That just got disconnected. Do well to call back if you can hear me, Mr. Prince. We're here waiting to hear from you. Meanwhile, let's continue from where we stopped before I made that bit brief to sell ourselves. All right. He's calling back. Let's hear from him. Hello, Mr. Prince.
Hello, God.
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you now, loud and clear. Go ahead.
I want to say, if I have a business now.
Yes.
And I have set a goal that I want to achieve before January.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the journey, something came up. And something came up. Is it possible that I will look for the money to solve the problem, or I should put hand in that particular project and solve the problem?
Sorry, could you come again? Could you repeat that? You said you were in the middle of it and something came up.
Yeah, okay. Let me repeat again. I say,
okay, yeah. Thank you.
As a one-man business, a man that has a business.
Yes, sole proprietorship.
I set a goal, something that I will achieve on January.
Yes.
So in the middle, like before October, something came up, and there is no way to handle the issue. Though it is not a life-threatening issue. So is it good for me to put an hand in that money I set out to solve the issue, or should I look for a way to solve the issue?
All right, just stay with me. I will answer your question. I hope you're listening to us, right? You're listening to us via your radio, right?
Yes, I'm using your
Okay, no problem. I'll answer your question. No problem. I'll answer you right away. All right, he's asking a question that as a sole proprietor, he runs a business by himself, all alone, and he has set a target for himself from now till, let's say, January, and before then, around October, something came up that needed money. Is it okay for him to dip his hand into the business purse and solve that problem, or he source money elsewhere? First of all, just like I always tell us, that in business you should try to adopt this concept called entity concept, that the asset, liability, and whatever of the business should be quite different from that of the owner. So if the problem is your personal problem, you should source for money from a personal perspective, personal source, not from the business purse, because the business purse is all alone on its own, not attached to you. Yes, it is a sole proprietorship. You are the one running the business, but that is why it is essential that we also suggest that if you are running a business, try to even carve out a salary for yourself, pay yourself, so that you understand the difference that exists between you and the business, that you are two different entities. The business has its own life, entirely different from you, the owner. And again, that is one of the reasons why, if you check statistic, has it that over 80% of sole proprietorship, that is business that you do yourself, you control everything, and you don't differentiate your expenses and your liability, your asset, your income, what have you, of the business from your own personal doings, the businesses hardly survive. That is one of the biggest reason, or not even, that is the biggest reason or the biggest killer of sole proprietorship as a form of business. So if I would advise you, if the problem is not related to the business, you allow the business to continue. If you have another source, since it is not a life-threatening issue, you can source for money elsewhere to take care of that. And always make sure that you try to adhere to the entity concept. Don't just dip money, don't just dip your hand into the business and take away money, because it's going to have an impact on your business. That is why in accounting, if you check in accounting as a profession, they tell us that if you are taking money away from the business for your personal use, it is called drawings. And the impact drawing is having on your business is that it goes directly to reduce the amount of your capital. Ordinarily, a lot of people usually commit this mistake in business. We will say, okay, I am expecting to make so number amount of profit by so time. Okay, since before I make that profit, let me just take this little 10,000 and solve this problem. If I make that profit, then I will refund it or I'll replace it. It is very wrong in business. Wait until you make the profit. Wait until you not even earn the profit, until you receive the profit, because there is a difference between earning and receiving. You earn a profit, for instance, when you dispatch goods to your customer or when you render services. It is another thing entirely for the customer to pay you your money. Then the money comes to you in liquid cash or in bank balance. Or when you have rendered services, it is another thing entirely for you to be paid for that services you render. As soon as you render that services, you earn the money. But if the money is not paid to you, you have not received the money. So there are two differences. So you have to wait and receive the money before you take decisions. Especially in business, there's what we call bad debts. Based on your record, you have already dispatched the goods to the customer, to the client. You have recorded that you've made sales. But don't forget that there are customers that will hold you money and not even pay you. That is why you make provision for your bad debts. We might not be doing an accounting class entirely here, but I'm just trying to give you the peripheral aspect so that you understand how these things work. So it is very essential for you to differentiate the life of your business and you as a person. So if I advise you conclusively, Mr. Prince, just try your best and solve the problem outside touching the money of the business. Don't dip your hand in the business purse, except unless you have gotten to a time that you have balanced your books. You know, this from this period that I started this business to this particular time that I've set my target, I'm able to make these sales, I'm able to deduct all my expenses, and this is my profit. That is my net profit, not even gross. Your net profit after taking away all liabilities, this is your own. That is when you decide, okay, I'm going to take this amount of money from this business as my own personal thing. I want to go and use it for my personal sake because it is profit. It has been declared as profit. Then part of it, you may say you want to plow it back to the business to expand your business. So that is about that. For that, I hope I'm able to answer your question, Mr. Prince. And unfortunately, time for this show has come up. It is time for us to leave the studio for this program for another one to come up. I hope you're able to learn one or two from this session that we had today on Business Around Town. And I will still say this as a reminder. Don't forget that this program is open for sponsorship and advert placement. You can come place your advert, whatever it is that you sell, whatever it is that you do, that you want to make more profit, you want people to see it more, you need a wider audience, do well to place your advert on Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. Our rate is very, very friendly. Yes, affordable. That is what you can be guaranteed of when you come to do business with us. You can check us on our website www.abuja.voiceofthepeople.ng www.abuja.voiceofthepeople.ng. Until I come your way next week, Monday, with another interesting packed edition of Business Around Town. My name is Ali Udoma. Up next, top of the hour, will be Area Matters. Although I'm going to play some advert, I'm going to sell some markets before then. But up top of the hour, Area Matters crew will hit the studio, and we have a lot to discuss with you today. Thank you for listening. Do have a wonderful weekend ahead. Goodbye.